Hi everybody, it's Cherish here. I just wanted to go live today and talk to you guys a little bit about some life tips, life hacks that I have for feeding my tribe, which is my family. So a lot of people question me and ask me about how do you do it, how do you feed them, how do you not go crazy and still get in some nutritious meals. So one of the biggest tips that I have is, here's one of my little tribe members right now. One of the biggest issues that people have is what to cook, how to cook, and they start going on without a plan. Well, you need to plan in order to have some success in things. So my first tip is to start up with a with a plan. Can you please sit down? Start with a plan, or try to. So start off to the grocery store with a list of what you're going to do, what you're going to have, things like that you need. Check out your pantry, your refrigerator, and your pantry, refrigerator, and cabinets everywhere to see what you have so that you don't rebuy. And then from there, I always put a list on plain sight on the refrigerator so that everybody knows what we have, what we don't have, and mark it off as we go. So have some easy backup plans scheduled or available. I always like to have ground turkey, ground chicken, ground beef, something like that, because, you know, who doesn't love tacos, right? I mean, you can make tacos out of any of those things, or heck, leftover steak or pork or chicken too. We eat a lot of tacos, if you couldn't tell. My husband loves tacos. The next thing I would do is, give yourself a break. Make it easy. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be some elaborate dinner or anything like that. I do a lot of simple dinners, just easy, low salt seasonings, and then toss it on the grill or toss it under the broiler for a few minutes and you're good to go. Serve that with a salad. You don't always have to have a starch. You can if you want to. I don't have super picky kids that eat. My daughter is my picky one, but I don't stress about that too much because my son eats nearly anything. I swear the kid's gonna be a linebacker someday. He's huge already. My next tip is repeat some things. You always have some things that you really like, so I would definitely make those part of your plan for a couple of times a month. Somebody likes the meatloaf, remake the meatloaf. Meatloaf, who doesn't love meatloaf of any kind? Of chicken, beef, pork, turkey. Heck, you can make sandwiches for days out of that. At least that's what I remember from my mom making it. We always had a ton of leftovers. And as a kid, I hated leftovers. But let me tell you, now, loving them because life is so much easier with it. I make extra protein at night for our dinner, and then the next day I throw it on some salad. Easy peasy, I don't have to think, I don't have to worry about it. Life is good for me. So I always start my week with a sort of plan. And I always make my harder to make meals on the weekends or when we have a little bit more time. And if anybody is like me, you're typically running around like a chicken with your head cut off 9 times out of 10. So we usually do a fish, or we really love wild caught salmon here. Surprisingly, my husband will eat that now, so I eat that a lot. So that'd be our Sunday. So then Monday I do a pork, chicken on Tuesday, beef on Wednesday, or I've been sneaking in buffalo. She doesn't know. He doesn't need to know. And then I'll start again. I'll do pork and then chicken, and then Saturdays are kind of optional cooking day for me. I kind of let myself go that day to somebody can buy me dinner, somebody can bring me dinner. Anything goes that day, really. I'm A-okay with getting rotisserie chicken and throwing that on some salad too, because it's easy and it's like $10. Who doesn't love that, right? I mean, and if they come from Costco, I don't know what Costco does, but they make them way better than anybody else I've ever met. So what I usually do is I just have a small plan. We do a lot of repeats. I put notes on my phone because I don't know about you guys, but I will make a list and then I promptly leave it at home when I go. Weird, right? It's a great memory jogger. I tell myself as I'm getting older to remember things, I write them down and leave them places that I think I may find them later. Or not. At any rate, that's what I do during the week, and I really hope that helps you guys. Stay tuned for this next month because I'm going to be giving some more life hacks for everybody to see if it will help you out. If you have any hacks, post them below. I would love to hear them. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great one.